G'day folks, my name is Christopher Ron and I'm responsible for facilitating the upcoming webinar on the issue of how do we resolve disputes with SARS. Now, we all know that disputes take many faces and shapes. It might be as simple trying to register and SARS says, no, you still need this, that, and the next thing, and you're asking, but why? And then you get into this dispute that ultimately it really boils down to because I say so. So some of those disputes easier to resolve. Sometimes you just need to play along. But when you get to disputes of legal and factual natures, so in other words, there you go into the formal objection and appeal processes or alternative dispute resolution processes, or maybe just the initial stages of verification, we need to know exactly what we are in for. And this is what this webinar is about. We're going to spend a little bit of time, very little, on what should you have in your systems in any event to avoid being caught unawares if SARS suddenly asks a question. But building on that, how do you make the decision whether you can deal with this yourself or whether you should escalate this to a person that's working in that environment? What must the objection look like? What must the appeal look like? What other options do you have at your disposal? For example, where can you go to the tax ombudsman and try and get some relief at that level? Okay, and that's what this webinar is about. We're going to take you through those processes. We're going to try and keep it to an hour, but give you enough on the slides you can take that with you and use it. But this is an essential piece of framework or tool in your toolkit, if you want to call it that, so that you can deal with this appropriately. And first, it doesn't become an emotional thing. It is two parties in disagreement. Let's resolve that disagreement. And it also shouldn't result in you getting a heart attack. That's just not worth it. So please join us for this session and we'll take you through the processes and maybe you'll get a better understanding also why it sometimes takes as long as it does. But also your clients need to be educated that this is no longer a quick and easy fix. And we'll talk to how do you get that message across as well. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you soon and hopefully the content will have a positive impact on the way you engage with SARS and the way you engage with your clients.